Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Get Crystallized Show. I am your host, Coach Crystal. And like crystals, strong women are made under pressure. And today I have a really awesome guest lined up. I am super excited. I have the CEO of Detox by Design, Meghan Mickelsen. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about her before I get her on the screen with me. So she is very much interested in health and the environment since she was a teenager. She went on to get her master's of public health after having her first daughter, and that led her into environmental health. She wanted to create a healthy and happy home for her and raising her daughters in an environment with minimal toxins. And that's the crux. That is her why, her deep why. And she recognizes that deciphering the confusing marketplace of cleaners and everyday products isn't always easy. And that's why she's the expert. She is here to help. So please help me give a round of applause to my wonderful guest, Meghan. Hello.
Hello. I'm going to actually just move my mic here. I thought maybe it would show up. I'm a podcaster too. So that's why I got my mic there. So thank you so much for having me on the show, Crystal.
I am super excited. I am really ready, willing, and able to learn all things, in regards to the toxins, especially in our products. So a lot of our listeners are active women. They're in our group looking to live that healthy lifestyle, kickstart that healthy lifestyle, and maybe unaware of toxins they're putting into their body, toxins that are in their home, and that might actually be affecting their health. So I'd love for you to share a little bit, firstly, about your story and why you're so passionate about this, and for my ladies there who have no idea where to begin, where do they even start?
Yeah, perfect. So if you're on a health journey, like you got to start somewhere, right? For me, it was with exercise personally. And then I started cleaning up my diet. And for years, I just ate really healthy for what I thought was healthy in the 2000s, and I exercised regularly. But there was this big piece that was missing, and that was the toxins in our environment. And I talk about this all the time on my podcast, but we are exposed to toxins all the time. And some people might think, oh, who cares? We're exposed all the time. What are you going to do? But there are things that you can control and there are things that you can't. So, for example, you can't necessarily control the air quality, or you can't necessarily control the water that you're drinking. I mean, you can filter it, but there's only so much you can do. But with the products that we choose to bring on our home, we have a lot of control. And unfortunately, a lot of products, especially for women, have some pretty nasty chemicals. One of them, which we call an endocrine disrupting chemical, which that means it messes with our hormones. And, we're trying to get our hormones, maintained and stable our entire lives, right? We were told as teen girls, oh, your hormones are out of whack. Well, what about the fact that so many of the products that we apply on our skin, on our hair, on our bodies, how many of those actually mess with our hormones? And I'm just going to do a quick science lesson. And that is just that the hormone system runs every single organ in our body.
Mm-hmm.
And if those hormones get out of whack, that's when we see things like tumors and cancer and stuff like that. And so that's why I'm here, because I didn't know about this stuff. Even though I had a master's degree in public health, I was not made aware of how many toxins we actually have the ability to control and get out of our lives. And I'll tell a quick story about my friend Brooke, who she and I would go on runs every, a few times a week in the mornings. And one thing she always had to have with her in her fanny pack on a run was her inhaler. And she loved all of her products. She loved her scented laundry. She loved her scented candles and her perfumes and all of those things. And once we started working together and I helped her get rid of all the toxins in her environment, that, the ones that we can control, 3 weeks later, she messaged me and she said, Meghan, I haven't used my inhaler in weeks.
Wow.
Right. And, that was something that had become really a crutch for her. She had to have it. She would not leave the house unless she had that inhaler. To have that freedom to not be attached to something like your inhaler simply from changing out your products, not from going on any other medications or anything like that. So this really can make a big difference on your health, and it doesn't have to be hard.
So what advice did you give her? Where did you even
Yeah.
begin for her to have that of a dramatic result?
Yeah. So I always suggest starting, because it can be overwhelming, right? If you think about all the things in our homes, like what we clean our laundry with, our bathrooms, and all the stuff we put on our bodies and everything like that, it gets really overwhelming. So I always suggest starting in the laundry room because first of all, the laundry room, it doesn't have that many products that you would need to detox. Like there's detergent, stain fighter, maybe a bleach product, and something to make your clothes soft, right? That's why I suggest starting there. But also because if you think about it, our clothes and our linens are coated with chemicals when they go through the wash, especially if you use dryer sheets or a fabric softener. The whole purpose of those things is to coat the clothing.
Okay, now I'm
And
getting scared because I'm guilty.
I know, that's why I'm here. I'm so glad to teach you. So, and when you think about it, our clothes are covering our body,
Yes.
a good portion of our body, right? And then we go to bed and we sleep in our sheets and our head is laying on our pillow.
Mm,
And depending on the size of the molecule of those chemicals, they do pass through the skin, like 60% pass through our skin and go into our bloodstream.
wow.
Yeah. So it really does make a big difference. And that's why I always say do the laundry room first because it's simple and it can make a huge difference. If you've ever gone on a walk and noticed that your neighbor has that, oh, they must be doing laundry, that
Yeah,
smell,
it can be pretty potent.
it can. And if you think about how far that smell is traveling,
True.
that is a good indicator that that is not something that's good for you.
Wow.
So I always suggest laundry. It's not that hard. I actually have like my favorite products in my own store because I was doing this, working one-on-one and telling people, oh, buy this. And people would come to me and just say, Megan, tell me what to buy. And so I
Yes.
created my online store so that people could just shop. And I only have one brand of laundry detergent. It's what I use in my house, what I consider to be the safest standards. And so it's just really easy to detox because you're not getting overwhelmed by choices.
Okay, so make sure you will I'm going to put that in the copy afterwards, but I
Okay.
definitely want to know the link to your store because
Yeah.
right away I'm like, we're one of those houses that you can smell a mile away when we're doing laundry for sure.
Yeah. And I think you'll find, just some major changes once you do that. And, eczema or even allergies, like seasonal allergies, if your body is just filled with these allergens all the time, reducing allergens from other products, like the products on your clothes, can actually help your seasonal allergies too. So it's just really important. And then
Well,
we talk about the long-term repercussions too. If you're exposed to these chemicals for years and years and years, what they can do. So,
I can't even imagine because like my son has eczema and so does and my sister-in-law has really really bad allergies and
mhm.
they're known like they're notorious for having the best smelling laundry but like you said might not be the greatest thing for her health. In fact, it might even help her seasonal allergies.
Right. Well, and the thing about scents that, we are marketed to that you need to have fresh smelling laundry, right? But those smells are just covering up what's really
Right.
on the clothes. So if your clothes are truly clean, they don't smell. They smell like nothing because all of the dirt is removed. And the scent is actually like deposited on there, right? And so, and it's sometimes it stays with you. We moved into a new house and we didn't get new washer and dryer. We just kept theirs. It took months to get that scent from their laundry out.
Okay, can I just say total mind shift right now, the fact that clean doesn't smell like anything, because I am sure like probably over 95% of my listeners right now think clean smells like blossoms, or the forest, or all of the different added scents. We automatically think, oh, it's clean because it smells like that. And for truth bomb, it shouldn't smell like anything.
Yeah. And the truth is too, it's just like, if you talk about like food marketing and how, they're really kind of out to get us, honestly, like Fruit Loops, there's no fruit in Fruit Loops.
No.
This is a perfect example. And, marketing for products is the same way. And we don't need those scents. We also don't necessarily need like a glass cleaner and a toilet bowl cleaner and, just so many different cleaners. If we go back to our roots before all of these products were invented, vinegar and baking soda,
My mom, that's all she uses. Like when you walk into her house, like the floor smells like vinegar, and haha, mom was right.
Right. And it works really well. So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing too, like just going back to how much we're marketed. Once you open up your eyes to this, you really see where you can make some healthy and easy changes and actually save a lot of money too, because vinegar and baking soda are really cheap.
So true. Okay. I am dying to know, because I've been on a mission to find a good deodorant.
Yes. Let's talk about deodorant.
Because all my active women in here,
Yeah.
we're all living that active lifestyle, working out, all the things. And, we've
Yes.
been on the mission. I've done the crystals, I've done the charcoal, I've done all the things. What's your favorite product?
Okay. So first of all, if you've been using a conventional deodorant for years, like I did, Dove was my favorite. I used it for so long. Unfortunately, those toxins from that deodorant have built up in your system. So what you've probably done is tried something for a couple days and you're like, oh my God, I stink so bad. And that's because those toxins are still in there. So what you have to do is you have to do an armpit detox. And I have a blog post about this, and I'll share that with you too.
Yes, please.
But so first of all, you have to give it time. I mean, you're just going to stink for a little while. Sorry. But once you get those toxins out of your system, and I have a favorite deodorant in my store as well that I love, that works the best that I've ever found. But once you get those toxins out, you're not going to even sweat as much, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, you're definitely, if you do sweat, you're not going to smell. So you're going to be able to sweat and cool your body down without actually smelling as bad. And I will warn you, like a lot of people switch to toxin-free deodorants, and a lot of those have baking soda in them. And baking soda can be great for a lot of people, but many people have an issue with baking soda, and so they'll get this rash under their arms. So not only are they smelling because they're still in the detox process, they're also getting this nasty rash. And that's because baking soda is a little bit harsh for the pH of your skin. And there are other products, like the one I have in my store actually uses kaolin clay, which is a lot more gentle for the skin. And I don't find that anybody has rashes after using it. But if you just go to the store and grab the natural one, it likely has a lot of baking soda on it and you could get that rash.
So when you say, you'll need some time to detox, like how much time are we looking at?
So I think it depends on a number of factors. So number one, like what are your other products using, and have you detoxed those? And then also there are some things you can do. Like there's a armpit detox mask that helps a lot. And you just take bentonite clay, which you can get at the store or on Amazon, and you mix it with some water and you do like a face mask, but for your armpit. And that really helps a lot, especially if you're feeling like extra stinky, like do one of those detox masks. It works really well. Also, you can use a charcoal soap, which will help, eliminate that bacteria. And I use charcoal soap just daily because it just works so well with smells everywhere, not just armpits. And then you also just shaving is a great way to help reduce the bacteria because you're scraping away all the bacteria. That helps as well. But usually I would say it's like probably 2 weeks, but Yeah, but with like doing the detox mask and stuff like that, then it's gonna be a little bit faster, and you're gonna, 2 weeks are gonna go by, and you're gonna think, wow, I'm not stinking like I was. So
So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe I'm going to ask the ladies inside the group who wants to do that 2-week armpit detox with me, and perhaps we will report inside
yes,
and share because I am in. Like I
yes.
want to detox my pits.
Yeah. So here's what I will do too. If you guys do this, take a screenshot of the deodorant that you're replacing your conventional deodorant with, and I will do an analysis and let you know if it's actually that safe.
Ooh,
Because in this space, what we call greenwashers. And these are companies that claim that they are green, they're eco-friendly, that they use toxin-free products. But again, they're just using those terms for marketing. And so it's very easy to get tricked. And that's why I'm here to like make you aware that the product that you've been spending extra money on, because guess what? These products are usually even more expensive,
yes.
are really just putting like what's it called? Like a lipstick on a duck, or what is that phrase? I don't remember, but you know, lipstick on a pig, I think it's what it is. Anyway, they're just faking it. And if you're spending good money on something, and if you're trying to make a better choice, you want it to truly be a better choice. And I always bring it back to like, who do I want to support? Do I want to support this huge conglomerate of corporations where they don't give a damn if we end up having cancer in
Yeah.
20 years? Or do I want to support these small companies that are doing the right thing, that are putting in safe ingredients in their products?
Yes, amen.
So,
It's funny when you're saying, it's all marketing. To me, as a health professional, all I hear is in my world, it's anything labeled like fat free,
right.
So same type of deal. They
Yes.
promote this, healthy product, and
Yep.
really it's worse. It's
Yes.
even worse.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we've got the deodorant. I'm definitely game. I'm thinking I have to actually do my bed sheets today. So I'm like, okay, shopping today on Megan's
Yeah.
site.
Yeah.
And then also cleansing. Like, so,
Mhm.
obviously washing our face, cleansers
Right.
and stuff. Can you talk a
Mhm.
little bit about that?
Yeah. So I'll talk about the eco-friendly, and then also the just the toxins. So one thing that we've been conditioned to, and I remember it happening probably in like the early 90s, is that all of a sudden body wash became more popular. Before that, it was just bar soap.
Mhm.
And guess what? That's just these companies realizing that if we put soap in a bottle mixed with water, it's cheaper, and we can make you buy more, right? Because if you think about it, a bar of soap, that'll last you probably a couple months, whereas a body wash will last you 3 weeks. And
Yeah.
truly, what body wash is it's just water and a bunch of other stuff mixed with soap to get it into
And it
that.
smells good.
Yes.
Again, messing with our thinking, right?
Right, right. And so as it for an eco-friendly idea, first of all, if you can switch to bar soap for face and body, imagine how many fewer plastic containers will be in our environment.
True. Good
And
point.
a lot of people throw stuff in the recycling bin thinking it gets recycled. We call it wish cycling because only 10% of plastics are actually recycled. And
Wish
so,
cycling.
yes, 10%, right? And often it's less than that. In fact, this kind of changed a few years ago because America was shipping all of their plastics to China to recycle
Oh,
them. I know.
oh,
Isn't that awful? And China finally said, we don't want your plastic anymore. Who knows what China was actually doing with the recycled plastics,
right?
too? And so now in America, we don't even have like a really great system for recycling plastic. And so that's why when we throw it, our plastic specifically, in the recycling bin, it's just wish cycling. And so if you can be a part of stopping that by doing a simple thing like changing to a bar soap over a liquid cleanser, it can make a huge difference. So, and yes, when we come to toxins, the number one thing to look for is fragrance. We've been talking about
Fragrance.
fragrance a lot today. And the reason why you want to watch out for fragrance is when the term fragrance is on an ingredient label, it's you really don't know what's in that product. And the reason why is because fragrance is a proprietary term when it comes to the regulations. And so a company can put the term fragrance on there and they really don't have to say what's in that term fragrance. And
Sneaky, sneaky.
I know. And studies have been shown, like tracked what chemicals are actually in the term fragrance. And there's over 3,000 chemicals within that one term of fragrance. So again, when we come back to wanting to support companies that are doing the right thing, I want to support companies that are being completely transparent in what's in their products. And if they are, if they are, I'm listening, I'm reading the comments. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, I'll get you to answer that after. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if they are not showing everything that's on the ingredient label, I don't want that. But also they sometimes can say, oh, our product is phthalate free or paraben free. But then they have this term fragrance on there where they technically could be sneaking in phthalates and parabens and you wouldn't even know it because not every ingredient is on the label. Okay, so I see the comment is about bar soap drying out your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that is probably because it's a really harsh bar soap. And the bar soap that I use with my kids and on my bodies, especially there's this one that I love. It's called the Littles Bar. Oh my gosh, my skin is so soft afterwards.
The Littles Bar.
Yeah, I'll put a link in too. It's just great. And it's meant for kids and babies. But the reason why traditional bar soaps might be drying out your skin is because they're made with pretty cheap ingredients and they don't have enough oils to balance the other ingredients that are doing the cleaning. But a lot of really high quality bar soaps are made with a lot of oil because oil, it actually cleans up things. It's kind of crazy how that works, but oil is a great cleaner. So that's why you're probably found that bar soap dried out your skin, especially if you were, I remember like using a bar soap and having that like jagged feeling on your skin. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen with a good high quality bar soap.
So someone's asking about Dove.
Yeah, Dove, again, fragrance is 100% in the Dove bar. And I haven't looked at a Dove bar recently, but same thing. They market it as making it softer for your skin. There's probably some not so great ingredients that are doing that. But if you choose a safer product, you're going to find that natural oils are what is making your skin soft.
So Jessica Alba's Honest, her line of products. What are your thoughts on them?
She's cleaned up a lot in the past few years. I like to not just give a blanket statement about a brand because I like to read individual ingredient labels because they often change sometimes, like for example, Native that's a deodorant brand. They were a very small company and they got bought out. And so you just never know what's going to happen when that buyout happens, because a lot of times those big corporations will start cutting corners and changing ingredients to save money. Mm-hmm. So for Honest, they actually were sued for misrepresenting their products a few years ago. But since then, they have cleaned up their ingredients a little bit better and they are a bit better. But again, I don't like to just say, a certain brand. I like to really, and I know that my standards are way higher than most people. But again, if you are spending extra money on these products, you want to be safe. You want them to be truly safe.
Yes, 1000%. So just to quickly recap, we are going to definitely take a look at all things for our washer, all things, our dryer sheets, our fabric softeners. We're going to take a look at replacing, because I have definitely a big giant bottle of body wash. Yeah. And so I want to definitely look into that soap that you recommended, as well as the deodorant, and all of them are available on your website.
Yeah.
And what's the name of your website?
It's Detox by Design, and it's www.detox.design. There's no .com or anything, just detox.design. The other thing I just want to say is that, and I touched on this a little bit in the beginning, but as women, we use so many products,
We do.
compare it to a man, like
We
we have
do.
so many products. And so don't get overwhelmed. Just every time you go to make a new choice, like say you've been using the same lipstick for years, think about it. Is this the same lipstick I want to use? Or do I want to find something that is going to have fewer harmful ingredients in it? And just do it slowly. But if you think about how many we use, if we start cleaning out all those products, it can make a really big difference in our health.
1000%. And I feel like the 3 that we talked about today is a great place to start.
Absolutely.
And so have
Absolutely.
any coming up where we can invite my audience to attend?
Yes.
Anything?
Yes. Yeah. So I have a masterclass coming up in mid-October, and it is called the 3 Home Detox Secrets for Beginners. And I just put the link together. So hold on a second while I look it up. But it is, I think it's bit.ly/home detox secrets. And
We're gonna
I'll make
we'll
sure I got,
definitely we'll put it in our copy for
yeah.
sure. If
Yeah.
someone
And
can put it
then,
in the chat box, that would be amazing.
yeah, and if you're a podcast listener, that's a really great place to start because I have really simple things that you can accomplish through my podcast. And my podcast is called Toxin Free Talk.
Toxin-free talk. And
Yeah.
if you can repeat again where they can go to register for your masterclass.
Yeah, it's bit.ly/home detox secrets.
Home Detox Secrets, bit.ly, Home Detox Secrets. Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to be there, and I'm going to make sure that all my ladies inside my group attend because, again, to know just starting with the basics, I feel confident that I can do, the washer and dryer products. I can do deodorant. I can do soap. That is doable. I feel good about that. And the fact that it's a daily thing that I use. And like you said, oh my goodness, it's true. There are the clothes that we wear and the sheets that we sleep in, at least start there because
Yes.
for us, it's so obviously close to our bodies.
Yeah.
I just put one little comment here. So someone says, I've read that we put over 20 products on our body a day, starting with body wash, shampoo, conditioner, styling gel. Yes, they do add up. But that's the thing, right? Like just to echo what Meghan was saying, just start slowly. And I feel like the laundry products, the bed, our deodorant and soap is a great place to start.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So I always love to ask my guests at the very end to share what your legacy is.
Oh my gosh. Well, my legacy is to open up the eyes of women that what they bring in their home can have a major impact on their health.
So good and so in line with what we teach our ladies. Like we obviously teach healthy, whether it be in your mind, whether it be in your body, spirit.
Mhm.
And now this is just, of course, something that maybe has been neglected, but so important.
Absolutely.
So important. And like your girlfriend experience can some small changes make some drastic, amazing results. So thank you
Yep.
for sharing that story.
Yeah.
Thank you for your words of wisdom. I'm going to type in your masterclass, and I've also added the group link. You also have a free Facebook group, and you've got tons of information in there.
Yep.
And I know you announced when your podcasts are released. So thank you so much, Meghan, for being a guest. And I hope to have you again with some more amazing toxin-free nuggets.
This is so fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.